Hey everyone, Griff Hamlin here. Welcome and thanks for joining me. In today's video, we're going to talk about a simple, fun little major pentatonic pattern. And what I've done is I've just put it over an entire 12-bar blues and kind of moved it around so that you get an opportunity to practice it in some different places, over some different chords, and see kind of a different soloing approach. This is an approach that admittedly I don't use very often, but you can. So it's changing major pentatonic scales for each chord. So I'm going to use E major pentatonic over the E7 chord. I'm going to use A major pentatonic over the A7 chord, and I'm going to use B major pentatonic over the B7 chord. Again, not an approach that I use often. It's not very bluesy sounding, for lack of a better word. However, it's a fantastic type of sound if you use it over like Southern rock or classic rock stuff, Allman Brothers, Leonard Skinner, Molly Hatchet, that type of stuff. There's a ton of major pentatonic sounds within that music, and it is used in blues. I don't want to give the impression that it's not. It's not my personal favorite sound, but it may be yours. And so, you know, I want to share it with you, and you can decide for yourself. And you may love this sound. You may use it all the time. Awesome. Good for you. So let's take a look at the pattern first. In E, right, I'm going to start here at the E at the 7th fret of the 5th string. And the pattern is very simple. It's 3 notes on the 1st string, 7, 9, 11. Okay, so I'm on the 5th string, so 7, 9, 11. If I were starting on the 4th string, 7, 9, 11. I could be starting at the 2nd fret to be 2, 4, 6. It doesn't matter what string I'm starting on. It's going to be 3 notes a whole step apart like that. Okay, then I'm going to go up to the next string and hit the 9 and 11. So I've got 7, 9, 11, 4th string, 9, 11, and then finish out the octave at the 3rd string, 9th fret. So I've gone the full octave. Okay, now if I move that, right, I could move it down a fret, nothing changes. But if I started on the 4th string, that's not going to work out because of that 2nd string. So remember that whenever the 2nd string is involved, we have to add a fret. Right? So if I start on the 7th string, on the 7th string, that'll be a trick. If I start on the 4th string, 7th fret, I'm going to end at the 10th fret on the 2nd string. If I were to start at the 9th fret of the 3rd string, 9, 11, 13, then I can't go to 11, I got to go to 12 because I've crossed over to the B string. 12, 14, 12 on the high E. Okay, and we're going to use all of these patterns. So that same pattern is going to come up, you know, for each different chord. Not only are we going to change it per chord, but I'm actually going to change octaves over the E chord. So let me walk you through how I'm going to do that. Over the E, again, like I said, I'm going to start at the 7th fret of the 5th string. So I'm going to start here on the of 1. If I count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, nothing happens, and so I went 5th string, 1 and 2 and 4th string, 3 and 3rd string, 4 and 11th fret on the 4th string, 9th fret on the 3rd string, and then I'm going to take the 11th fret as if I was going again. I'm going to bend the 11th fret a whole step. 1 and 2. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Now the next one's a little bit different. 1 and 2 and 3 and that's all the same. 4 and I'm going to hold it there. And then back down to the 9th fret on the 4th string on beat 1 of the next measure. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 that's got a little syncopation that's really cool if you can get it down. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. And you can play that fast. A 1, you know. You can really have some fun with this. Add a little grace note. There's a lot of things that you can do to that, but you don't have to. Now we're going to go to the A7 chord. So I'm going to start at the A, which is the 7th fret of the 4th string. Same thing. So I'll end up, because of that extra fret that I got to add, 7, 9, 11, 9, 11, 10, not 9. 10th fret on the 2nd string, down to the 11th on the 3rd, 10, bend up at the 12th fret of the 2nd string. Now I'm going to go back to E, but I'm going to use the 9th fret here on the 3rd string. So 9, 11, 13, 12, not 11 because we've crossed over to the B string. 12, 14, 12 up top, 14 and 12. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Okay, now it's to B7 chord, so 9th fret, and I'm just going to do that much. A chord, 7th fret, and just that much because I've only got one bar. Back to the E. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did back in bars 3 and 4, but when I end up at that 9th fret, that's also the B, so that's also the start of the B. So I'll get to do a little bit of the pattern there as well. 1 and a 2 and a 3. So I didn't go up to the top. So as you can see, it really is just the same pattern moved around to different places. But every time you change chords, it still even kind of sounds like something new. And we have just enough variation to keep it a little bit interesting. So let me play it through one time slowly. I'll count it so you can play it along with me and make sure you got it right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3. Here's the A. 1, 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. E. 3, 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4 and the B. 1 and a 3 and a 4 and a A. 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4. All right, so fairly straightforward. Hopefully you don't have too much trouble with that. I recorded into my looper a little blues in E. So if you were going to do, what I like to call blues with a buddy, you and another guy just playing, and one of you is playing slow blues, right? You'd get something like what I have in my looper, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this melody over that looper. Play it along with me if you can. Hope you dig this video. I'll just play out on this and you can play it along with me. Hope you dig the video and I'll see you again real soon. All right, let's go. 2, 3, 4.